are some things about Los Angeles that everybody knows. Sure, we have more cars than people. Yeah, our public transit could use a little work. People love avocado toast, but there are things about our city that even Los Angelinos have forgot about. So today, we aren't talking about what you've heard, we're diving into what you haven't. So follow us along as we travel all over the city and cover 5 things that you didn't know about Los Angeles. Oil wells are hidden in plain sight all over Los Angeles, and what some people might know already is that our state is creating a ton of it. In fact, California is producing something like 463,000 barrels each day, but what a lot of people don't know is that it's happening literally right in front of us. For example, we're here at Beverly Hills High School, not too far from what used to be called the Tower of Hope. Legend has it the school was making more than $1 million a year in royalties before Veneco, the company that owned the rigs, went out of business when the city and the school were on the hook for shutting them down. What's wild is this isn't even the only one. There's another on the west side of the Beverly Center just down the street. Another along Pico in mid-Wilshire that looks like a windowless office building, and even another in the Pico-Robertson neighborhood that's disguised as a synagogue. Who would have known? We rich, baby, all rich. Next on our list is one of Southern California's biggest attractions. With more than 9 million visitors each year, the Santa Monica Pier is a huge draw. But did you know that it was originally designed to hide the city's waste getting dumped into the ocean? So the original pier, known as the Municipal Pier, was built in 1909, and the purpose was to hide the waste being dumped into the ocean. The Santa Monica Pier was in fact the first concrete pier to be built on the West Coast, and because of its location, it became a huge draw to fishermen and tourists alike. It wasn't actually until 1916 the second pier, the one with all the rides, known as Pacific Park, was built. So that's right, 2 things that you didn't know about the pier. It was originally built to literally hide shit, and it's actually 2 piers in one. Oh yeah, did I mention that's the first solar-powered Ferris wheel in the world? Y'all wonder why Los Angelinos think they're the shit. Without a doubt, one of the most famous landmarks in Los Angeles is the Hollywood sign. But did you know that its history is really rooted in real estate? The sign was originally created in 1923 by a local real estate development company that was promoting a community called Hollywoodland. At the time, the sign was built with thousands of light bulbs and would cost about $330,000 to build today. With the rise of American cinema during the golden age of Hollywood, the sign sort of gained a following of its own and was never taken down. The trouble with that is after years of neglect, it was totally falling apart. And in 1978, a public campaign was put together, including celebrities like Hugh Hefner and Alice Cooper that each donated to have the sign replaced. And just like that, it's how we got our landmark. From the In-N-Out logo to every movie that has ever been filmed in LA, the palm tree is ubiquitous to Los Angeles. But did you know this famous tree isn't even native to the city? While the first palm trees were brought to LA by Spanish Jesuit missionaries in the 1700s, this sapling really didn't begin to pop off until the rise of immigration in the 20th century. The trees were coming from Egypt, heyo, Mexico, and even as far as the Canary Islands. Because palm trees are easy to dig up, replant, and move, they were the perfect choice for what the city was doing next. And in preparation of the 1932 Olympics, Los Angeles planted more than 40,000 trees across the city. It was a perfect time to do something like this because it was on the heels of the Great Depression, and planting trees gave a lot of Los Angelinos jobs. While some palm trees can live up to 500 years, because of the amount of water they take and a bug called the weevil, they just haven't been lasting as long in Southern California. As a result, over the last decade, the city has decided not to replace these when they die, but instead plant local trees that provide more shade. Oh yeah, this one right here, this is the oldest living palm tree in Los Angeles, and it was brought to Exposition Park in 1914. There is no doubt that SoCal is an incredibly foodie place, but did you know some of the biggest names in fast food got their start right here in Los Angeles? For example, In-N-Out, established in 1941, got its start right over in Baldwin Park. They also invented the drive-thru. Baskin-Robbins took off in 1945 over in the city of Pasadena. Hot Dog on the Stick, established in 1946 on the west side in Santa Monica. IHOP got its start in Burbank in 1956. Wiener Schnitzel popped off in the city of Wilmington in 1961. And the newest on the block, Mr. Fries Man, established in 2016 over in the city of Gardena. Woof, LA has got the eats. It's hard not to be a little bit biased, but I really don't think it gets much cooler than Los Angeles. And when we invented things like the drive-thru, how can you blame Los Angelinos for thinking they're the shit? On the real, if you have any questions about what you saw today, where to live, what to do in Los Angeles, drop us a comment below. And if you want more videos like this, make sure to subscribe to the channel. As always, thank you so much for watching. We'll catch you in the next one.